It's not giving us any.
It's not giving us
Just see what they.
You able to hear me? No. Looks like they're continuing to have issues.
What was that?
on your end.
We can hear everyone in Zoom.
Dude, just, you can't start it. You should still. Charlie's talking to Christmas.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Say that again.
John, you tried talking to us again?
Sure. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Scott, how are you? No?
Yeah, she can tell. We all just look like a bunch of beavers. Okay, well. Have one of us join the Zoom. The only problem is you're not able to hear all of us.
Did you turn off the record? Doesn't appear to be recording.
Okay. All right, I guess we'll keep it on with it.
Yep.
Thanks. Oh, you can? No, I can't hear you. You can hear me. Yeah, okay.
The microphones are on.
No, they can hear us.
Yeah. Do we always say, well, that's microphone, so it doesn't matter.
On the bottom left, have we joined the audio?
Can you sign in?
Yeah, I was just doing
There's
a
nothing.
Google situation here, said to check if this audio button says.
He's got hay fever. So that they can hear us. And it's not ours.
Yeah, but no, it said that you were joined on audio. Yeah, but it's not.
Should we look at audio settings?
I just was like, put the Google and I was like, I can't hear the attendees. It said, just check that you're on.
Yeah.
And yeah, but it appears to be we've selected things.
We
so I
have,
don't think it's us.
unless someone has changed something on it.
Yeah.
I'm not a suggestion.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
My name's Carol Boyce.
Good to see you.
Hi.
Hi. Did I just hear that they had canceled something, and I think it was 220 Lake Raponda Road? Did you hear that or not?
Yes, they've canceled Lake Raponda Road, and I also 211 Route 9 is
Supposed to work.
Okay, got it. All right, thanks so much.
Oh, no problem.
Because there's no chat function, so I can't
Okay.
This one?
hear it. Yeah. All right, thanks.
Was 211,
This is just the incoming. And then
was 211 Route 9 East canceled?
It was technically continued until our next year.
Yeah.
You just were checking.
Okay, so
that,
211
Do you know what it was specifically meant to
Route
be
9
on?
East is not tonight.
Try the
That's
top.
my understanding.
All right.
Go back.
Talk to us again, John. We're
Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello, hello. No.
Let's switch to back.
Show that again, one more time.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Leave computer audio, what if we try that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's actually set up so that nothing.
Yeah,
But you can try it.
yeah, perhaps
I
someone
don't know.
Or which audio settings?
said to rerun over
Oh,
here.
you were, yeah. Alright, so that's.
Yeah, no, that's okay, I mean, we did check these to make sure.
Yes.
But speaker. So, oh, I guess you can just make sure.
It looks like everything's operating.
Yeah, it's just very strange to me that it's suddenly just. That's what we were just there, yeah, that's what we were just putting on the other side, yeah. There's not other alternative options of this to.
Good job.
Hey, Scott. One option is to use Crystal's laptop for the hearing room.
Can you,
Yeah, I like
Are you on?
to can sign in.
can you hear that?
I'll just turn it up as loud as I can, I guess.
Yeah, as long as you can hear it.
But I'm gonna have to find the login information.
Did you get what I gave you?
The
The
yes,
Hermitage
decision?
decision?
Are you on Zoom?
Not presently. Do I need to be?
Can you see if we can hear it?
Yeah, it'll take me a minute to register.
Hey, Crystal.
That was some feedback.
The
Okay.
problem is you're gonna get feedback.
No, so
Are you on?
you have to close out the room. Zoom.
I mean, you will get feedback. Because we've tried that on planning commission and it doesn't work because of the feedback.
What's it now?
Well, they could just mute on their side.
Yeah.
All they need to do is hear us. We can hear them through the Zoom. If you just mute the laptop.
So, Crystal, can you hear us? You're on mute. Crystal, you're on mute.
Yeah, I muted on purpose. I was trying to not feed into the chaos.
There we go.
Yeah, can you hear us or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so they can hear, but you're not getting the bounce back
No.
anymore.
Okay.
Okay, apologies to everyone.
It's okay.
Technology.
Okay.
Oh, this is fun.
So the time is now 5:14 p.m. And the initial part of the Development Review Board is to open the meeting, which I will do. The meeting is now open, and the first item on the agenda is reorganization. We could just have the folks who are on the DRB on Zoom, just identify yourself for the folks here and there. So John
John,
Gannon.
Yep.
Jacob Moore.
Charlie
Foster, DRB.
Moore. Is that correct?
Jacob Moore is not on the DRB. Jacob Moore is here for his.
Case.
For one of our hearings.
So just Charlie
Correct.
and
John.
Crystal. And Cheryl, okay. So the first item is to reorganize, and therefore nominations are open for the election of chair. Are there any nominations for chair?
I nominate Cheryl.
Nomination is for Cheryl. Are there any other nominations? Nominations will cease. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Crystal, I.
Aye.
Aye.
John raised his hand. Charlie said I.
Everyone seems to be in favor. And the meeting is now yours.
Thank you, Scott. Appreciate it. So, can we please have someone make a nomination for vice chair?
Nominate John Gannon.
Would you,
John?
John, thank you. Is there a second for vice chairs?
I'll second that.
I'll second John here. Any other nominations? All in favor of John for vice chair, Cheryl, I.
Crystal, I.
Charlie, I.
I'm gonna abstain, so.
Thank you so much. And I will make a nomination for Crystal for clerk. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of Crystal for clerk, Cheryl, I.
Charlie, I.
John, I.
I abstain.
Thank you all so much. So now we do have to set our meeting date, and it will be, I assume, what we've been doing, which is the first and third Monday of each month at 5 o'clock. Is everybody in agreement with that?
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you. So we're all set. Thank you. Visitors, public comments on zoning related issues. Notice I've added that to the agenda.
Thank you.
I don't need anybody to tell me where my car's parked. Thank you. And I had no additions to the agenda. Does anyone else have any additions to the agenda? John or Charlie? Thank you.
No.
Thank you. Anyone here to speak to anything other than one of the items that is on the agenda? Thank you.
Steven Chilla.
Yeah.
The owner of Gateway Lodge. The only thing I'm gonna say on the record is today's our last day for the final wastewater approval permit. So I have my
Hey.
permit here in hand, a $10,200 check. I asked John Lizelle to meet me here to give it to him, not here. So I guess I can give it to Scott.
Give it to Scott.
All
Thank
right.
you.
That's all.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. So I'd like to move to approval of the minutes from March 16, please. Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
Thank you, Crystal. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of approving the minutes, Cheryl, I.
Crystal, I.
Charlie, I.
John, I.
Thank you, everyone. So I'm going to continue the hearing on the appeal of the DRB decision on application 2025-167, which is the property at 211 Route 9 East. My apologies to the applicants that you didn't get the message and you drove up from Connecticut and brought your attorney. We do not have an agreement from V-Trans. We need to have an agreement from V-Trans, or as Stephen suggested, we can change, because you're appealing our decision. We need to change our decision from our last decision. Because V-Trans has stated that the way we asked the in and out to go is not going to work for them. I guess we have since seen, once you got busy, that upper can't even be an entry because it's just so close to the top of the hill. So we will hear this on the 20th. And hopefully I will ask Alex, because I got a complaint about the parking plan, that there isn't enough space for the cars to park up against the stone wall and then have enough room behind them to drop. So I'm going to ask Alex to go and measure that. We do have required sizes for parking permits, parking spaces with commercial. So if it meets, if your parking plan that you have given to Alex, if it meets that requirement in our zoning, then again, on the 20th, we can finalize that. But I apologize again to all of you. I'm sorry, I had asked Alex to let you know that we were not going to hear your case. We will hear you definitively on the 20th. Bobby,
If I could just speak to that.
could you come up here and speak into the mic because we're recording? Yes, absolutely. This is Bob Fisher, attorney.
Just a couple of things with regard to your continuance. I understand from speaking with my clients that they are going to be on vacation on the 20th, so if it needs to be continued to your first meeting in May, that would be fine, but they came up here today with regard to thinking this was happening, and we don't want to have a situation where it gets continued to a date when they're not here to answer those sorts of things. So
Unfortunately, we can't continue to the first meeting in May because one of our members who has been sitting on this will be out of town. Charlie, you're not available the first meeting in May, correct?
May 10th.
That's what, the third?
We're leaving next week, but we won't be back until May 10th.
Second meeting in May? Let's see if everybody's available.
I'm here. Charlie said he's having difficulty hearing some of the,
I'm sorry.
Charlie's having difficulty hearing some of us, so I don't know if we need to hold them closer or.
Well, no,
So the second meeting in May would be the 18th.
I'm here.
You are?
Yes.
Charlie, can you hear me?
the problem, Cheryl, is we can all hear you in the background, but the mics aren't working because you guys are muted. So we're hearing you through Crystal's computer.
So it'd be good if you could move right next to each other.
Yep, let's get close and personal. Everybody get on hold up together. Hold hands. There we go.
No trouble.
Draw the line. So what was Charlie saying?
Oh, hello. Hello.
So you're not available on the 20th of April. Charlie, when are you available?
I'll be available for that 20th of May.
18th.
18th?
What day is it in May?
The second meeting in May is the 18th.
I can't give you an answer. It could be on the telephone, but maybe Zoom, but I'm traveling back from vacation that day, so I think I'll still be in the car at 5 o'clock.
And you're not available the first meeting, correct?
I'm not here the 4th.
You're not here either.
No.
May 4th would be the first meeting.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm not here.
Okay. So, and John, what's your availability?
I'm available on both those dates. I'll actually do it
May?
on the 18th.
Okay, so it would be good for your clients if we continue to May 18?
Yes.
Thank you. We will continue to May 18.
And with regard to that, I would just ask the town with regard to if there are any issues pending with violations, that given the scheduling of today having to be continued, that be held in abeyance until the 18th. Everyone here is trying to work together. There's a lot of this agency needs this and that agency needs that, so we're going to try to coordinate that. But I just want to reinforce, everyone's trying to get a parking plan and an entrance and exit plan that works for everybody.
We understand, Bobby. Thank you so much. Yes, we understand what's happening. Our apologies. And Alex will reach out to Teresa and see if we can get that finalized, and Alex will come out and measure. And in the zoning ordinance, it does say exactly what the parking size has to be. So he can go out and measure your parking plan and see if it conforms, and if it does, on May 18th, hopefully the flowers will be out. It won't be snowing. Thank you so much, and my apologies again for the fact that you didn't get the call this morning.
I'm sorry, I got heated.
Thank you. Have a good vacation. Okay, so that's
Yeah,
continued
right.
to May 18th. And the hearing, the next hearing is the one on Colebrook Road. But I think I'm gonna just jump for 1 minute and to the next one, which is the hearing for application 2025-138, which is 220 Lake Raponda Road. And I just wanted to let everyone know that because we do not have all of our information, we are going to continue this hearing as well. We will continue it to April 20th. We are still, one of the requirements for us to be able to give you what you need, and I think the old fields are on there. Yes, thank you. Would be from Vermont DEC.
Obviously, nobody told any of us.
Could you speak into the mic because we're
It
recording?
won't matter. Remember, he just needs to be heard by my laptop.
Obviously, nobody told us.
I apologize to you as well. I had asked Alex to inform everyone. Without all the information, we cannot have the hearings.
Did get a hearing notice with documentation saying that we were going to hear this matter, especially with the stairs, moving forward without the shoreline permit. And showing Alex that we're at the finish line with the state, which I have. And he has proven document from Misha.
We will be hearing the whole thing, hopefully, if you can get what you need to Vermont DEC on the 20th.
They have. We just want to get the ball moving and show that we're all in good faith and want to get this right for the town.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that. And we will hopefully be able to hear this in its entirety and make a decision on April 20.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And again, my apologies that you weren't informed.
Chop this up. Alex owes me a coffee.
Yeah.
That's it.
And
Maybe a shot too.
I'm sorry
Irish
to
coffee.
the Old Fields. Heather, I'm not sure if you're both on, but my apologies also. We will hopefully be able to hear your entire case in 2 weeks on April 20th.
Okay, will it be the same time?
Yes, it'll be the same time, same place, but hopefully we'll fix our audio issues. Right?
All right then. So we need to re-register again for 2 weeks, same way
Yes,
that we did.
please.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see you on the 20th.
Thank you so much.
All right. Have a good evening, everyone.
Thank you. Okay, so now, is Jacob still on there? Yep, there he is. Okay. And we are going to open the hearing on, these glasses are filthy dirty. Okay, we're going to open the hearing on application 2026-014. Thank you. And the property address is 441 Colebrook Road. The owner is Colebrook Properties LLC. And our agent is Jacob Moore. Thank you, Jake. And Jake's got his father-in-law here as well. Are you going to give testimony? Because if so, you can sit at the table. Thank you. Sure. So the proposal is the expansion of existing lodging facility in the residential zoning district. The proposed development would consist of the construction of 5 lodging cabins with a total of 15 bedrooms, as well as pertinent driveways, wastewater systems, and potable water utilities. The applicable code sections are Article 2, Section 221, 222, 223, 224, 226, 227, 271, and 272. Article 4, Section 440 and 450C. Article 7, Section 710, 720, 721, 722, 730, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. So thank you all. And are there any conflicts of interest or ex parte discussions for the DRB members?
No.
Thank you. And
Did John answer?
I'm sorry.
John just went like, no.
No.
You. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And anyone who's giving testimony, would you please raise your right hand? Are you gonna give testimony? Just in case, yeah, thank you. And do you swear the testimony you provide is the whole truth and nothing but the truth? Thank you so much.
Do you mind telling me your name?
My name is Whitney, Craft.
And we only get to say this once tonight since we just continued the other two, but we have one of our members be the case manager, and Jake, your case manager tonight is Crystal. So she's going to start this off.
Before I move forward, I'm going to just ask, are there anyone here who's attending as an abutter?
No.
Nobody? Nope, just checking. Okay, excellent. All right, now I'm going to use my laptop, so hopefully I don't look like a weirdo. All right, so before I get started, I'm simply going to read through all of the exhibits that were submitted with the application. I show exhibit number 1, the Town of Wilmington DRB case cover sheet. Exhibit number 2, the zoning permit staff report. Exhibit number 3 is the application for DRB review, which was 3 pages long. Exhibit 4 is the summary of the proposed project. That was 3 pages long. Exhibit 5 is the parcel map drawing with proposed driveway and cabin locations marked. Exhibit 6 is architectural drawings of the proposed cabins. That was a total of 12 pages. Exhibit 7, image renderings of the proposed cabins. That's 4 pages of images. Exhibit 8, a copy of the warning that was mailed. And Exhibit 9, the list of abutters with a date stamp of March 20th, 2026 for the notice mailing. Does that sound like all of the things that you submitted, Jacob? Yes?
Jake's nodding his head.
Okay. My speakers are on, so hopefully.
We've got it.
Oh, I can't hear you at all at the moment.
We can't hear anything.
Perhaps you're muted this time?
No, he's not muted.
It doesn't say he's muted.
Really? Strange.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, the universe is against us in this moment. We need to you hear him, John?
No, I do not hear him.
Okay.
Jake, we can't hear you.
Oh, he said, hold on.
Yep.
We'll wait.
It appears he changed from his computer to an iPhone.
Yeah. I heard him earlier. That's why I was so confused.
Yeah,
Right.
he was could hear him.
Nope. He's still can't hear him.
Nope.
Sorry, Jake, we still can't hear you.
This is quite the adventure today.
I'm just looking to see what you have. It's quite nice.
Did he answer you?
Technology's
Yeah.
doing what for us.
Really? Yeah, I do want to.
If he's on speaker, is it going to record?
Well, if we put it right next to here.
No, those are off.
What's that?
Those are off. Only my laptop is on.
Oh, these aren't working?
No. Jacob, can you speak?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear myself.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be a disaster. This is an OODA loop of death.
So none of these are working?
Mm-mm. Because we muted the town.
Oh,
You can't hear me on the Zoom, but you can hear me on the phone.
we can hear
Yes.
you on Whitney's phone.
Will that work or not?
It'll work.
Okay, let's do that.
Charlie and John, can you hear it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Sounds like he's in a submarine, but I can hear him.
Okay.
Technology.
Man.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to.
So did you hear Crystal when she went through all of the exhibits?
Yeah, All of the exhibits were accurate and those were correct.
Okay, great.
Super.
So what I'm going to do is start going through the different articles that are part of the zoning. Basically, I'm going to start with Article 2, which addresses the administrative procedures associated with the DRB. It provides definitions, it explains the role of the DRB, the responsibility of you, the applicant, directions on how to handle changes after a DRB decision is received from us. It also explains who can attend and be heard at public hearings. And basically just covers all of those sort of administrative details associated with why you're here. We have received your application. We have all the documents that I just listed off as part of the exhibits. And then we're also going to take your testimony in addition to those documents you supported and use all of that information to create our decision. So do you have any questions or concerns about that particular article or any of the administrative proceedings?
No.
Okay.
Jake, I have one question. Is Coldbrook Properties, does the brook of that end in an E, is it BROOKE?
Yes,
Okay.
Coldbrook Properties LLC does end in it.
Yep, that's what we have in here, and I just wanted to be sure we had the correct legal name.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, great. So now we're going to look at Article 4. This article specifically describes the districts and all the different requirements associated with the districts in our town. Your property is located in what's known as the residential district, and that the zoning that applies to that is Section 450C. I have all the information from Alex regarding the tax map parcel number, and I also read through, he gives us information about your parcel. So I understand that it's 33-acre property and that it's currently occupied by the Brookbound Inn, which is your actively operating lodging facility and also an event venue. And that consists of a main lodge, 2 accessory lodging structures with guest rooms, a storage barn, and recreational facilities. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. He also noted that the property is surrounded primarily by undeveloped parcels in the conservation and residential zoning districts, and there appears to be one developed residential parcel west of your property. Does that also sound correct?
That is correct.
Great. Okay, so in this section, there are descriptions of what uses are allowed, permitted, or requiring approval from us, the DRB. And what you have happening on your parcel right now is considered lodging. And in the residential district, lodging is not actually an allowed for use, which is why you're coming to talk to us, because obviously the inn has been there for a long time and it's sort of operating in that capacity, regardless of the fact that you're in the residential district. Do you know when the inn was originally created or started?
I believe from talking to previous owners that it was around the late 50s, early 60s.
Okay. And right now, the main lodge that you have, or the area that you're using for lodging, how many current rooms does it have?
So in our main lodge, we have 7 individual units of varying size, and then we have a cabin and a carriage house. So altogether, we have 9 rentable units at any given time. All of those have differing amounts of bedrooms and bathrooms within them.
Okay, so a total of 9 rental units.
Number of actual bedrooms.
Okay.
9 individual bedrooms, and I think there's 10 baths. So it'd be 9 full baths and 1 half bath.
Okay.
If I think that's correct. There may be one off.
Okay.
Okay, what type of wastewater system do you have for the main lodge and the other 2? Is it on-site septic?
5 septic systems on property.
Okay.
Thank you.
And is any part of the property currently supported by the Coldbrook Fire Department water system?
No.
Okay.
We have one well. It's very deep and overproducing well, and it services all three of our buildings. However, the Coldbrook Fire District does have two large gravel wells on our property. When you first turn in the driveway, they're down along Coldbrook Stream, right next to our barn.
Okay.
And I've spoken to them multiple different times about potentially hooking into their water system. We just have to find whether that's actually feasible.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that in your summary, and you were indicating that if it isn't feasible, you would put in a new well to support the 5 additional cabins.
That is correct.
Okay.
The plan is to make one septic system and one well for all 5 units, unless the state requires something different.
Okay. And you haven't started any of that permitting process yet. You're waiting to determine feasibility of the alternate method first.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, we haven't approached the state about any wastewater permitting yet, and that is because I kind of wanted to come to the DRB first and find out whether or not we'd even be allowed to do anything. So instead of wasting the time and money.
Yeah.
So we will work with Alex based on the DRB's decision today.
Okay. So the last question that I have is, when you utilize the lodging facility, it's for short-term purposes.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah. The plan is to continue to do short-term rentals. There are, however, some instances in winter where we do longer-term stays. But overall, the objective is short-term lodging for the Brookbound Inn.
Okay. So there is a provision in the zoning that allows for short-term rental as a conditional use in the residential district. So, you know, there's specifically definitions in our zoning that explains the difference between lodging and short-term rental. I think in this particular case, the lodging,
Usage.
yeah, the lodging usage is specifically states that a lodging establishment shall not include short-term rentals. So there,
That was my misunderstanding then. By saying short-term rentals, I thought you were talking about lodging being short-term.
no, I did. I'm attempting to clarify this in the moment. So you answered correctly. People are using it for a short term. That's correct. And I appreciate you saying that. I'm just wanting to clarify with the DRB specifically.
It's
that
lodging.
It's lodging. Yeah.
It's lodging.
Yeah.
It's definitely lodging.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I guess the only thing that I'm confused about, Cheryl, is lodging is not listed as a conditional use for residential.
But we can, because it is legacy. And we're increasing, if we allow it, we're just allowing him to increase what he's got.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to
Because
continue
it
with
is
the
basically a
questions.
grandfather.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to continue then on from Article 4. Oh, go ahead.
And we do have affidavits from 3 previous owners stating that the Brookbound Inn property has been continuously used as a lodging business since its opening in the late 50s, early 60s.
Yeah, Brookbound predates zoning.
Yes, it does.
Well, that's why I was asking. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
All right. Does the DRB have any specific questions for Article 4?
I do not.
I do not. So, Crystal,
Yes.
are you saying this is a non-conforming use?
Well, I'm looking at the uses for residential district.
Right. I'm
And
just trying to understand how this fits in the residential district.
yeah, that's
Truly, John, it does not. And we are talking to the planning commission about potentially rezoning the Brookbound Inn property, but that is also a very slow, long process. The Brookbound should have been zoned in the same zoning category as the Hermitage Ski Resort. It never should have been put in the residential zoning.
Should be in resort.
It should be in resort. resort, commercial, whatever that.
Yep, resort commercial.
Okay.
It's another, a totally different, separate thing from what we're talking about today.
Yeah, absolutely. But yes, John, I was looking for the justification in the zoning.
Okay, so there's two potential justifications. One would be section 426, which is uses not provided for. And then the other one would be section 431, which is non-conforming structures. I'll just point out that that we should take a look at both of those and which one would
Yeah.
be better to.
So 426, any legal use not listed or not defined herein that does not appear in the list of uses not allowed may be
Right.
approved as a conditional use.
Yeah, it becomes a conditional use. So that's one way to handle this.
Yeah, okay. And it says such that use is of the same general character as those permitted or conditional uses within the district and will not be detrimental to other uses within the district or to adjoining land uses.
Right.
And I think that that would be the right.
Yeah, I mean, there's already lodging here.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Thanks, John. You knew what I was trying to do here. Okay. All right. All right, so we'll reference section 426 as well.
And 431.
As uses not provided for.
Yeah.
Okay, so any other questions about Article 4? Good. All right, Article 7 is our standards. I'm going to ask you some specific questions about a variety of things in this article. We're going to start with section 710, which is the use performance standards. This one asks about things that mostly would affect your neighbors. Will there be any continuous, permanent, ongoing, or frequent vibration that is discernible at the property line caused by the cabins?
No.
What is the proposed, this is unrelated to this, but what's the proposed building timeline for your project if you get green lighted?
We could be looking at about a year.
Okay.
In order to get everything done.
Yeah. Okay. So not this
Maybe
summer.
a little bit longer. We may do it in stages, build the first 2 and then build the remaining 3.
Okay. I'm sure that Alex can go over it with you, but our decisions are good for 2 years after they've been, yeah. Okay, great. All right, section 710B refers to noise. So the question is, will there be continuous, permanent, ongoing, or frequent noise in excess of that of a normal conversation at the property line?
No. The location of these houses are directly in the center of the property.
Okay, great.
And we have no direct neighbors that would be impacted.
Great. And are you aware that there is a noise ordinance in Wilmington that there should not be excessive noise between the hours of 9 p.m. and 7 a.m.? It's ironic. It's ironic, Jacob. We're talking about noise and someone's going by and shaking the building with their speakers. The windows are like rattling. All right. So C talks about air emissions for commercial operations, which basically just says there should be no emission of dust, ash, smoke, or other particulate matter. The cabins won't be creating any dust, ash. Okay. And then will there be any electromagnetic, liquid, or solid refuse, waste, heat, cold, dampness, explosive, fire, glare, or other hazard?
No.
Great. Section 721 goes into general standards. This section is really just trying to speak to maintaining certain things about our town. So we want to make sure that the proposed cabins do not have any adverse effect on the capacity of existing or planned community, municipal, or educational facilities, which, based on what I've read, the answer is no, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Will there be any adverse effect on these things?
No.
Do you anticipate any adverse effect on traffic, roads, highways, transportation systems, or pedestrian walkways?
No.
Let's see here. Bylaws and ordinances, we're going to skip over that. Utilization, is there any renewable energy resources near your property?
No,
Do you see any negative impact on air quality?
no,
And lastly, do you anticipate any adverse effect on the character, aesthetics, and scenic value of the neighborhood?
no,
Will you be able to see the cabins from the road?
unlikely, no. They'll be in the forest.
All right, we're going to go
I mean, in
to,
the winter time, when the leaves are onto the trees, maybe, but
okay. All right, section 722 discusses conditional use preserving the character of town. Again, a lot of the zoning is us making sure that any sort of development that occurs in the town is being mindful and maintaining the character of our town consistent with its rural and agricultural heritage. So we want to make sure that it's preserving the town's character, it's contributing to economic development, it is consistent with our rural, agricultural, and historic nature. And then there's specific rules in there if you are a formula business or if you're adding retail or anything like that. The only piece in here that I want to touch on is the utility placement. It sounds like we discussed obviously the septic and the water. Is there any other, obviously they'll need power.
we already have a power line that runs all the way up to our main lodge, so they would just tap directly off of that. So there would be no new power poles put in. Everything would be put underground.
Okay, great. All right, so now I'm going to move on to section 730. There's several bullet points under this one, which are the specific standards. The first one is about lighting and glare. What sort of lighting is proposed for the cabins?
Your standard indoor lighting, and then maybe one exterior floodlight where the entry and exit door is. But it would hardly be noticeable. It'd be your standard house lights.
So the zoning provides that, or is very specific about lighting allowed in town. Someone's trying to call him.
I know. That's what, yeah.
There you go. Basically just wanting to confirm that any lights that you use would need to be downcast and also shielded.
Yep.
And utilize a color bulb temperature that's in the warm category and not like a white offensive light. I don't know how else to describe it.
We won't be shooting lights into the sky.
Yeah, no hospital lighting, please, in your,
No.
okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Specifically, obviously, if you could see them from the road, the ordinance says that it can't impair the vision of pedestrians or motor vehicles, aircraft. It needs to contribute to the aesthetics and the character of the area, et cetera, et cetera. So you'll need to just be mindful of that when you put them in, but they must be downcast and shielded.
Understood.
All right, so safety is B, where potential safety hazards exist, either from temporary or permanent activities, provisions shall be undertaken to minimize physical hazards. Basically, I kind of would rather talk about safety in C if we might, which is pedestrian and traffic safety. According to your drawing, you want to create the driveway that will lead out to the cabins. Will people who are walking around the property or going from, say, the cabin to the pool or anything like that, they'll be walking along that road, or you'll provide? Okay.
Don't have to utilize that section. There is an old road there. It just isn't graveled currently.
Okay.
But no, it would not be accessible by any guest staying at the property.
Okay. I was actually.
They would not need to use that area at all.
Okay. But if you're staying in the cabin and you want to get to another part of the property, do you have a plan? Okay. You won't cross the road that they've driven in on, is what you're saying. Okay, great. I'm actually
I have a question on that. How are they going to get to the sports court or the pool?
So there's a walkway and a grass yard between the pool and the sports court. You wouldn't be going anywhere down near those cabins during construction until new trails are completed or the new road is put in.
Okay.
No, we're talking about once they are established.
There's already walking trails that are all over the property that we mow. So they would just use those walkways to get up to the pool or the sports court.
Okay.
They're like mowed trails, essentially, walking trails.
Yeah. So the road appears to be in between. Is the road yellow on the drawing here?
Hold on, I'll pull my drawing up. Yes, so the existing driveway is the shaded purple all
Okay.
the way to the main lodge, and
Yep.
then the yellow would be the new proposed driveway. And so right where the circle with the X's where the proposed well is, there's
Yes.
multiple walking trails that get you to the sports court or to the pool or to the main lodge. That
So,
already exists that we mow with a lawnmower.
right, but the individuals staying in the cabin would need to cross over the yellow driveway in order to get to the trails.
Yes.
Okay, so what would be most important in order to meet the criteria of the zoning is that there needs to be a signage and or something in place that indicates to people who are in vehicles that there's an area that people who are walking are going to be walking. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like a painted crosswalk or something like that, but you would need to have signage or some way to indicate to people who are pulling in that there's a space where they need to watch for people who are walking.
Yep.
Okay.
We will make sure to do so and put speed bumps and crosswalks in if necessary.
Okay.
And proper signage.
It just has to make sure that there is pedestrian walkways that are safe and or marked, and then navigation, directionality for people who are driving, knowing where they need to keep their eyes open. Okay. All right. So then in D, we have parking. Per the zoning ordinance, the number of parking spaces required for lodging use is 1.25 spots for every guest room, which basically creates 3.75 spots for each one of the 3-bedroom cabins. There are all 3 bedrooms, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So how many, if you're adding 5 cabins times 3 spots each, it's 15 parking places. So what's the plan for that?
More than enough space in the area that we plan on putting these cabins in to have twice the amount of parking you just spoke about.
Okay. And
So
if you
will have the driveway, and then each cabin will have you'll have the main driveway that's in yellow, and each cabin will have a parking area directly behind it for at least the number of cars required by the ordinance.
Okay. So if I'm looking at your drawing and I see there's little blue lines indicating where each, connecting into each cabin.
Yep.
The parking would be on that side, like the front side, or yes.
Yes.
Okay. And in the ordinance, it describes exactly what a parking space, the sizing requirements associated with that. So you would need to ensure that when you say there's enough space, that you properly measure that they are the 10 by 8 or 18, but whatever it is. I don't know. I'm saying, don't listen to me. Don't listen to my words. Read the zoning. Okay, thank you. 9 by 18.
10.
Sorry.
Isn't it 10?
It was 10, the most recent revisions, it's now
It's
9.
now 9?
9 feet wide by 18 feet deep for each spot.
And I'll make sure to, when we go to do all of this, that I work closely with Alex to make sure that we aren't messing any of that up or missing any requirements in the ordinances.
Okay. I mean, for your own planning purposes, it's basically 4 spots per cabin.
Yeah, we're gonna at least have that. Like I said, most likely double just because.
Jake, are you thinking about paving any of this, or is it going to be dirt, gravel?
Cheryl, if you saw, we did pave half of the driveway last year.
Oh.
So we probably will finish that.
That's exciting.
Yeah. The only problem is we found out that Vermont winters are very unkind to asphalt.
Indeed.
We'll probably start with gravel, and then if necessary, pave it down the road.
So when you're planning those, the orientation of those and the parking, just also be mindful of your snow removal plan. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Very aware of that.
Yeah.
I do all our plowing, so.
Okay.
yes, very much
You're
so.
especially aware of the fun that causes.
Yes.
Okay. So E is going to talk about road development. Basically, if you create any new roads, you're saying there's an existing older road that runs in the
Yes.
general area. Okay. It basically, okay.
There used to be an old horse barn out there, so they at one time there was a road
Okay.
going that way. It's just now a mowed trail.
Yeah.
So we would just take the trail and turn it into a usable road.
Okay, so basically the ordinance simply states that any new roads, whether public or private, shall conform to the Wilmington Town Highway Ordinance. And I'm not a professional on that particular category, but you would just need to make sure that any requirements that they have for that road be met. And then F is landscaping, screening, and buffer. Are you planning any landscaping around the cabins, like adding plants or trees or anything of that nature?
Not necessary. We're gonna give it the Vermont feel, which is the cabin in the woods. So we'll let nature do nature.
Okay. Do you have any questions about that?
No.
And then the last one is H, the wastewater and potable water. We already sort of discussed this earlier, so all I wanted to reiterate on record is that in your application, you noted that you're aware of the wastewater permitting requirements from the state of Vermont, and that you also are aware that this decision can likely include a condition from us that the wastewater permit be submitted to the zoning officer, Alex, in order for the permit to be issued or official. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Alex and I have spoken.
Okay.
So
Great.
we're both aware. Good.
Perfect. All right. I don't have any other questions. Does the DRB?
John, do you have any questions?
No, I think all the questions I have had are answered.
Charlie?
Nope. I think all the questions have been answered.
Thank you.
Crystal asked all the annoying questions that I like to ask, so.
Charlie, I'm learning from you. Okay. Well, I appreciate your time, Jacob. Thanks for answering all the questions.
We thank your father-in-law for his phone.
Yeah.
We are
Thank
having
goodness you were
continued
here.
audio issues, Scott.
We
We're using his phone to hear.
We like triangulated our way into getting the hearing
It's
done.
not going well here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just a quick question.
Yes.
The DRB obviously is going to discuss this, and then what would
Yes.
be the timeline
So-
for a response or an answer?
We have 45 days to complete our decision, and then we will get our decision to Alex and he will share it with you.
Okay.
That's the maximum amount of time that we take. We're usually more efficient, but that's how long it could take.
We tried to be much more efficient,
We
Jake.
do attempt to be more efficient than that.
Right.
Cheryl, we know you're pretty efficient.
Thank you. So I'm going to close the hearing. Thank you so much. Thank you, Whitney.
Would you
Appreciate
like your phone
being
back
here.
now? Thank
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jake. Safe travel home.
So, okay. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, Scott, I don't know what technology issues are, but the only way we could hear Jake was through
Yeah.
Whitney's phone. So I don't know.
Should I call Scott Murphy?
Oh,
You know
no,
Scott?
of course.
Yeah, I live in Manchester.
Oh, you live in Manchester, right? Yeah,
I see him play.
I bet you do.
Have fun.
Okay.
Oh, hold on.
Nice.
I gotta mute again.
Are we going off record?
Yes.
Do that?
We
Yes.
will. Do we have any new or old business?
We have no new or old business, and so I will be closing the meeting. We've already closed the hearing, and we will go into deliberations. Do you want to stop record, please? Thank you so much.
Thanks, Scott.
You got the hermitage decision? Thank you. Thank you. Sorry.